again. Can you imagine being 8, 9, 10 years old and everything you own fits in a pillowcase?
Or you don't even have the pillowcase.
Right. And you've spent your childhood taking care of your younger siblings, or with the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you lay your head down at night and you wonder, do I need to sleep with one eye open? Am I safe here? And when I wake up, am I going to be hungry when I get to school? Am I not going to be able to concentrate on the math or the science or the English because my stomach's grumbling? Those things happen, but they don't happen to the kids here at Palmer Home. And it's because of people like you picking up the phone, calling, and donating. 662-469-5533. No gift is too small. Every bit helps, and it all goes to providing a future for these kids.
And you hear oftentimes you can get cynical and say, oh, they can just pull up their bootstraps and, truck on. Well, sometimes you don't have bootstraps, right? We always hear, too, about, well, we got to break the cycle. Well, this is how you help, right? You help break the cycle by providing the next generation the tools and the opportunity to do it and to pave a way forward for them to then, make different choices, to then go back and, not have to, redo the past or see things done. But the other beauty part of this is, yes, some come here and they go on a graduation and they live their life, but others, through their family therapy and everything else, the biological family or the home families, they get healed, they get the help that they need, they get healthy and whole, and then they're reunited, and the cycle's been broken, and they have a way forward. And that wouldn't happen without donations. That wouldn't happen without dedicated people being able to come to work and be here for the kids whenever they do show up. And and Drake probably would hate to say it too, but there's probably calls to get taken, and there's not always a spot to be had, and that's because there's continued need out there. And so we don't ever want a kid to get turned away because there's not enough room or there's not enough funds. And so from last year, I think the numbers were 250 kids were served.
They've grown from 250 to over 300.
Over 300. And so we together can do more whenever we give more. And so maybe it's not for a monthly donation for you. It's just this one time. This is the first time you've tuned into Good Things and heard the Palmer Home for Children Radiothon story, and it's pulling at your heart right now. You feel like the urge, but I get it. We're in the middle of, times where all of our families are tight. 25, 50, one-time $100, right? I mean, that goes towards giving these kids the opportunity to just have a chance.
We had an incredible text earlier on the text line from someone who has been listening to every Palmer Home Radiothon we've done. This is their 10th Radiothon to listen to, but it was the first time they were financially able to donate, and they donated $3,000 for the kids at Palmer Home. That's
amazing. That is amazing. And you know what? We're not here to shame anyone in any financial situation. So sincerely, if you don't have the funds, offer your undivided prayers. I mean, over the next, 4 to 5 hours, we'll all be gathered here still for the Radiothon, and sincerely ask God to move in the hearts of those that do have the opportunity to give and just hadn't made that idea, hadn't made the connection to pick up the phone and call 662-469-5533. I mean, we say it all the time, and it can go with a bit of an eye roll, but it does take a village, and you're part of that village. I mean, this is such a pride for Mississippi that for 127 years, kids who come in this place leave better. They break cycles. They go on. They have families of their own. They have smiles on their face. They have opportunities. And that's because someone picked up a phone. Someone made a donation. Someone got involved. Someone kept them in their prayers. And that someone could be you. That someone can be me. That's obviously the rest of us here. And so we all have a piece